and welcome to Asian Pulse TV, an informative and resourceful station. I'm your host Manbir Randhawa, and today we are broadcasting from the unceded territories of Silvertooth Nation, Katsi, Mokim, and Kwantlen Nation. We feel very blessed for the generosity of the first people who shared their traditional and ancestral land with us to live, laugh, and grow. A lot of things are happening in the month of November. Many important days are celebrated, so let's take a look of what all is happening. To start, November 5th is marked as World Tsunami Awareness Day. United Nations specifically decided this day to create awareness. The main objective of World Tsunami Awareness Day is to raise consciousness about reducing the risks created by these giant waves in the ocean and how to improve the community preparedness. November 11th is a federal holiday and is also known as a Veteran Day or Remembrance Day. It is observed annually for honoring military veterans of United States Armed Forces. Then comes Diwali, also known as Deepavali in many parts of the world. It is a festival that celebrates light, that symbolizes the victory of good over evil and triumph of light over darkness. Diwali is celebrated during the darkest days of October or November, a period which is called Kartika in the Hindu calendar, and this year Diwali is falling on November 12th. So, happy Diwali from us to you. World Kindness Day is an international observance on 13th November. It was introduced in 1998 by the World Kindness Movement, a coalition of nations kindness NGOs. It is observed in many countries including Canada, Australia, Nigeria, and United Arab Emirates. Movember is an annual event involving the growing of mustaches during the month of November to raise awareness of men's health issues such as prostate cancer, testicle cancers, and men's suicide. November is our time to unite to take on mental health, suicide, prostate cancer, and testicle cancers very seriously and create awareness among men. Let's come along the ride. You're already aware that flu shots are available at your nearest pharmacy, so get them if you need them. You're also aware that COVID-19 is lingering around. Another booster is made possible for people who are over the certain age. So those who have weak immunity must get that done. It is time to take a short break, but we will be right back after we hear some words from our sponsors.
Bollywood Banquet Hall and Conference Center, located at Pile Business Center at 201-8166 128th Street in Surrey.
Thank you, sponsors. We have in our studio Betab. She is with PICS, and she is the communication officer and fundraiser for PICS. She's here to talk about PICS program and fundraising for Guru Nanak Diversity Village. Let's take a look.
Hello and welcome to Asian Pulse. Thank you for tuning in. My guest today is a very special person and first time on our set, and she is Palak Betab, and she is the communications and fundraising director or coordinator at Progressive Intercultural Community Services Society. She is social media herself. She is the one that put so much profile and put pics on the map. So she's in our studios to talk about PICS services and how you be able to help it. So thanks, Palak, be able to come and talk to our audience about you first of all.
For sure. Thank you for having me here, Camilla. It's so wonderful always to meet you and finally be here at your studio and talking to you directly with the audience here.
Yes. So those people that don't know you, you want to introduce yourself?
Why not? This is a good opportunity. Let me take advantage
Yes.
of it. So, hello everyone. My name is Palak Betab, and I was born in India and immigrated to Canada just last year. But before that, I was working for Canadian organizations. It was a work from home setup, and I've been into media, marketing, and communication field since 2013 now. So it's been quite a long years. And I did my master's from Punjab University master's in communication and journalism. So there was a time I was at that side of the table interviewing celebrities and people. But now, just with the changing scenarios, I got shifted into digital marketing specifically, and now I'm helping a non-profit named PIX Society, Progressive Intercultural Community Services Society, and I am a marketing, communications, and fundraising officer with them.
Wow, that's quite a big mouthful. And have you worked in Canada before you joined PEX?
Yes, so I started my journey in Canada with Black Press Media. So it's a huge, big organization. Yes, most of you might be knowing about it. They have their head office in Surrey, and I was their national digital event specialist. So that was my first job in Surrey, and that was not a non-profit, but though it was a great experience for me. Yes.
So talk now, thank you for sharing that. And now talk a little bit about PIX. There's so many different programs, because every time I look at PIX website, you guys are hiring every time. I don't know where you're going to be putting that many people, but you are hiring all the time. So when a organization or company hires, that means they are growing for sure.
Absolutely. I was just reading the old papers, and I realized that they started with 8 to 10 people, and now we are over 270 staff. So the graph is rising for sure, and that's why we are hiring, because government has faith in us. Whether it is provincial government or federal government, we get funding from both the sources, and we are so thankful for to the government and to all the community partners for funding us. There are very less people who know details about PIX. So from the outside, it just seems that PIX is helping a new immigrant, right? But it's more than what is there on the front page. So basically, PIX is serving immigrants, seniors, women, refugees, farm workers, and you name a demographic, we're serving all of them.
And recently they started saving the international students as well.
Yes.
Yes.
Because we have a bit hard time getting funding for the international students, and it's always an appeal to different sources to give us fundings for the international students so that we are able to help them the best. But now, because we have few programs, so we are there to help international student in terms of getting jobs or settle in Canada, or other different sources like, upskilling themselves. So there are new programs that have launched. Go to our website. It's a new revamped website, which is www.pics.bc.ca, and you will get to know everything. It's so simple.
Because I was watching the new website. Yes, and I think all the directors' pictures and everybody is there. So it is really like you say, revamped, refreshed, brand new website.
Yes.
Yeah, and you are hiring all the time. All the time there is a job opening there. So now moving forward with that, with all these many programs that PIX is already doing, I think the biggest project that is taking place is Guru Nanak Diversity Village. You might have heard about Guru Nanak Diversity Village. We've been talking about this Guru Nanak Diversity Village for a while, good 3 to 4 years. And we as a community, or Fiji Canada Business Association, has been raising funds for Guru Nanak Diversity Village. So we have been doing it for last 5 to 7 years. But you talk about where is Diversity Village right now? At what point it is right now?
So we are so blessed that the funding, first of all, has been increased to $118 million by the BC government. So right now, we are just hoping to get the groundbreaking ceremony. We have everything else is sorted. So by the end of this year, or maybe next year, the starting of next year, we will have our groundbreaking ceremony. And we also have our annual gala coming up in April. So before that, everything should be sorted, and the updates would be declared on the day of the gala. So I request everyone, to be present at the event, which would be a fundraising gala. And to get to know more about the updates, you should definitely come to and visit our gala. And for other updates, again, we have a separate website for GNTV. But yeah, we are on the process of, enhancing and improving. And this Guru Nanak project is a heartfelt project. initiated by BC government with Fraser Health and PICS.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it was the dream of Mr. Charan Gill, the founder of PICS.
Hanji.
And now, since he's no longer here, and I think we all are there to make sure that this project that was his dream, that Mr. Sadbir Chima is the CEO and he's been there for a while, and he's doing an excellent, excellent work to make sure that the dream of his colleague or the founder be able to fulfill or be able to,
Absolutely.
yeah, one day very soon. So those people, and I know when we always talk about that, there are 55% of Fijians live at the seniors housing.
Yes.
Yeah, they have long term, they have assisted living and independent living.
Yes.
So there are a lot of our people or the people in the community, they utilize seniors housing. So this is one step further than what is already, because they
Yes.
can accommodate just so many people. But one diversity village will be built and up and running. It's going to be 24-hour care for our loved ones.
Absolutely. I usually go to assisted and senior living. First of all, I would like to thank the Fijian community because they help us in many ways. Just for instance, we have the fundraising event by
Yeah.
the Fijian community where we raise money for the GNDV project. Similarly, when I go to the assistant living that we currently have, I see different communities, including Fijian community, and they're so happy. They say this is my second home, and I
Yes.
just don't feel like leaving. That's a kind of encouragement for us, to build up the GNDV project. Also, by statistics, if we see by 2039. There will be a requirement of 1,500 extra beds for the seniors.
Okay.
That's a requirement that's coming up by City of Surrey. Because it's growing, right? So out of 1,500 beds, if we are even able to accommodate 125 beds in our care facility, long-term care facility, it would be just tip of just adding bit of it to a big project. So that's our vision, and like you said, Mr. Gill wanted to do that. That's why we have and Mr. Satbir, who's the CEO, he's actually taking it forward, his vision, and we are just here to help, to build this up. And there are great naming opportunities available if somebody, donates to GNTV. Different naming opportunities. They can name a wing in the name of their family, friends, or anyone else. So that's different opportunities we are coming up with. Yes.
So because it's not built, there are a lot of opportunities. You can adopt a room, you can adopt a wing, you can do whatever with your name and everything. And also, I think it's very important to also mention that any money you donate for this project, you can receive a tax.
Absolutely. That's for you, and this is the right time for you to donate.
Yeah.
Because this is the end of this year, and people are looking to donate. So always donate for a cause, and for a cause that's close to you. And who doesn't want their seniors to have a safe and happy place for themselves? So yeah, just support us in any way you can.
Because so many times when we look at the seniors, we will think about it and we think, oh, well, how come we are not able to take care of our seniors or our elderly parents and all that? But I have come to reach a point that it's not that we don't love our parents or the seniors. There are sometimes, or most of the times, that we are not able to provide what they need.
Yes.
And these seniors are the ones that are taking the hospital beds. In the hospitals where we could utilize, we can put the seniors, our parents, to this diversity village so that we can empty the bed in the hospital so that people that are really sick, they can use it.
Actually,
right?
Yes.
So this is a great project, and like I say, all three levels of government are on board with it, and it's going to be up and running. But I think the biggest thing is that we still need to raise so much money from the community, our community.
Yes, it's around $5 million
Yes.
that we have to raise from the community, and we are in the process of doing that. There are great donors that we have, and on the gala we would be revealing all the names of the donors, and we would be because we are thankful to them, so we would like others to know who our donors are.
Yeah.
And that way you can also be a part of the gala and the GNDV project, and just collaborate with us.
So that's wonderful. That's happening, and this is November now, December, and maybe next year. I think it's 24th of April, and that is also the time of Baisakhi.
So it's 12th of
Oh,
April.
12th of April.
Yes.
And 13th is Baisakhi.
Yes.
A day before that. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
exactly.
So that will be a wonderful, wonderful time for us. This is a time to give back, right?
Yes.
So that will be great opportunity for PICS to have that fundraising gala. Come, donate, meet who is who in the community and who are the people that made donation
Yes.
to make sure that this project goes on. And it will go on. It's
will
not
go
like,
on. Yes.
a little money here and there. It's always going to help. But at the same time, I think it's a great project. And I am supporting it. And I have been supporting it for last 10 years. And I would not support if I don't believe in the cause.
Exactly.
And whatever PICS has said they're going to do, they have done it.
Yes.
So that's another, you can see the record of them, how successful they have been. So I always urge you to whatever money you have, and plus on top of that, you can also receive the tax receipt by end of the year so that you can claim in your taxes for 2023
Yes.
physical year.
Yes.
What would you like to say to the people that are watching you?
Okay, I don't know who you are, but I definitely know that if you're spending time watching my video, watching Camilla here, so that means you're interested to do something good for the society. Every day when I sleep, I feel, very content that I've done something good for the community and I'm on the path of helping people. So if you're watching this, I'm sure you think alike, and I would, encourage you to come to our head office anytime you feel like. If you have any questions, doubts about PIC Society, any feedback, then please feel free to come to our head office or just drop an email to us, and we would be happy to help you. For donations, of course, you can go to the website and do it, but for any questions and feedback, please feel free.
Yeah.
Yes, we are even expanded till Prince George. We are in Vancouver. We are
Victoria.
in Victoria. We are in a lot of places.
And Abbotsford.
Abbotsford, yes.
Yeah.
In Delta.
Yes.
Itself, yeah.
Yeah.
So, for the office, we do. We are keeping an eye on expanding it even more further.
Mm-hmm.
So, the process is going on, and there's the time is not too far when people. We would be able to. Right now, we are serving approximately 35 to 40,000 people a year.
Mm-hmm.
So we would be serving more of those kinds.
It's one of the largest.
One of the largest
Yes.
non-profits in South America serving the South Asian. So it's one of the largest non-profit in North America serving the South Asian community.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you said it right.
Yes.
Yes, yeah. That's great. That's wonderful. And it started in 89.
It started in 1987.
Okay.
Yes. So it started in 1987, and it's been 3 decades. And it started with only 8 people.
Yeah.
Contributing $10 each, which turned out to be approximately $80 at that time. And now our annual budget is around $20 million.
Yes.
Which is a huge growth.
Yeah.
And now we have our CEO, Mr. Satbir Chima. He is taking the vision forward. He's modernizing it, and he's expanding it more. So I'm sure that Mr. Gill, if he's listening to us, he would be so happy and grateful for all of this.
The last interview I did with Mr. Gill,
Yeah.
and we didn't have this kind of seat. We had the couches, and he sat there and he says, Camilla, my last vision before I go would be to make sure that my dream, whatever I have started, that even if I'm not able to do it, whether I will live to see that happens or not, but that is my last vision. And I asked him, what's next for you, Mr. Gill? Yeah. So he said that. And now we are talking on the same channel. And when I'm talking to you, how passionate you are about the project, I'm thinking about Mr. Gill sitting there saying the same thing.
And I'll tell you one thing. Today only I got his book. So there's a book written with his story and everything. Because he was called the living legend,
yeah.
which Mr. Satbir coined that name for him.
Yeah.
And I got that book, and it's in my bag right now. And I'll start reading that book because to work in an organization which was built by somebody who you could never meet. At
Yeah.
least reading his book would give me a better, vision to take his vision forward.
Yes.
So that's why, I've just started, I'll just start reading his book from today itself.
Yeah.
So it's a great start.
Yeah, I have known him for last 20 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's long time. And I know he was a social worker. He worked at the ministry. And then after that, he says, this is not working. I want to do something for my own community. And that's what he started with $80 in his pocket. That's what he said. I had $80 and he started this big organization like PICS. And now it's over $20 million budget. How proud he must be if he was living today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's his legend, that's his legacy. Mr. Gill left behind, and I think we will carry on and to make sure that this diversity village, one project that started, that we want to make sure that finishes, and people will be lining up and on the waiting list to be able to use the facility.
Absolutely.
So the sooner we raise this $5 million,
Yes.
and the sooner we're gonna start
the new building.
Yeah. And once it's up and, the construction will start, it's not going to take that long to be able to be finished. And people would be able to enjoy the facility and put their parents there and go visit. So it's a wonderful project. It's going to be one of its kind in Canada. I think they were saying, what Mr. Gill was saying, that there was only one in Nova Scotia, something very close to what Diversity Village will be in BC or in Surrey. There is only one, apart from this one, that is in Canada.
Yeah.
So it's going to be...
We can set an example,
Yes.
for the outside world, that we need to create such more buildings, such more safe homes for our seniors, especially for the South Asian community, because we're serving them and they are in requirement. They need it.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, right. Because as you know right now, I think they say by 2030, about 55% of our population in Canada will be over 60 years old. So over 60, they are considered seniors. So all the seniors, it doesn't matter what kind of housing you live in right now, but when you are a senior, when you are become unlimited income, like you just get pension and CPP, there is no way you will be able to manage your home, pay property tax and things like that. So sometimes that will be, sell it, whatever. And then this kind of facilities will be so needed. And you need apne people.
It's a world of loneliness.
Yeah.
Seniors are so lonely right now. If they get a facility where they can eat the food they like,
Yes.
they can talk in their own languages, it would be a culturally sensitive facility. So I think that's the need of the hour, because other generations, are busy making a life for themselves.
Mhm.
So they are somewhere left behind in the homes. So that's why this is also a requirement. Just telling you personally.
And this seniors facility, I know people are paying up to $10,000 a month. And they are living in a white, like different diverse seniors housing. They don't get their food. They are not able to watch their own videos or music or TV or nothing. And they don't. So our seniors whose language is so limited, they get so isolated from
Yeah.
them. Even paying $10,000 not going to be making you happy. You want your dal, you want your rice, you want your roti and whatever. You want your own food.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, because I go to seniors housing and once in a while I have lunch there and they make the food and
Oh my God,
everybody...
that's the best lunch.
food, lunch, yeah. And it's so good. It's just like you eating home. Only difference is you are not cooking. Somebody is cooking, cleaning, setting up the table for you. You go, you eat, and then you leave.
Exactly. Even the current facility,
Yes.
it has been ranked number 1
Yes.
so many times in a row.
Yeah.
That's only because of this reason that,
And the staff.
yes.
Yeah. Indrajit and Rajiv and all
I
that.
think they speak more than, the staff combined, they speak more than 8 to 9 languages.
See?
Which
Yeah.
is great. Just to name a few would be Hindi, Punjabi, Fijian,
Good.
Urdu,
Yeah.
Bengali.
Yeah.
So there are few more languages like that. Yeah.
Anyways, we've been talking for a while, know, but I think it's such a great opportunity for you, and I want you to come back in here again and update different programs you have, because we want to put this out. This is out there for the community to use.
Absolutely.
If the community doesn't know what we do, then it doesn't matter what we do, they wouldn't be able to access the services. So I think it's a great opportunity for you or anybody from PICS to come and talk about your programs.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Yeah.
And I'm able to represent PICS here and, sharing all the information with all of you. Such a great opportunity. Thank you, Camilla.
No problem. Thank you for coming in and welcome on board.
yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, Falak. My audience, if you would like to have a taxable receipt for 2023, then make your donations to Guru Nanak Diversity Village. Moving to our announcement section, just a friendly reminder about the events taking place in our community. Touching Lives Foundation is doing the 5th annual Christmas Party fundraiser on December 9th at Empire Banquet Hall in Surrey at 6 p.m. This year's proceeds will benefit Sarah, a women transition house. So get your tickets and support this cause. For more information, call Jose Chauhan at 778-892-7388 or Neera Vohra at 604-603-4684. Canadian Empowered Women of Fiji Foundation is doing their toy drive on December 9th at Taj Park Convention Center starting at 6:30 p.m. Tickets are only $40 per person and children under 10 are free. This is their second Christmas dinner and dance. So for tickets, call 604-825-8261, 604-831-0240. Angel Music Production is presenting New Year's Eve party on December 31st at 6 p.m. at Bollywood Banquet Hall, located at 7476 135 Street in Surrey. There will be live band concert, grand lavish buffet dinner, DJ, dance, and whatnot. Tickets are going to sell pretty fast, so reserve your tickets and you can even get the VIP benefit there. For more information, call Mike at 604-818-9405 or 236-999-0666. Nilesh Prasad can also be reached for this event. The phone number is 403-919-9670. If you have missed our shows, you can watch it again tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. and again on Saturday at 5:30 p.m. on Shaw Cable. All of our shows are also uploaded on our YouTube channel. We bring 3 different shows: Fiji in Focus, which is broadcasted on every Tuesday at 10 p.m., Thursday at 2:30 p.m., and Sundays at 4 p.m. Kamila Singh's show is broadcasted every Monday at 10 a.m. and again on Sundays at 5:30 p.m. Bula Beats is broadcasted on Thursdays at 10 p.m. and again on Sundays at 4:30 p.m. Our parting thought for today is: be strong but not rude. Be kind but not weak. And be humble but do not shy. With that, I'm your host Manbir Randhawa. I'll see you next week.